Oh, I was a giver. Yeah, they'd come unannounced, get me at the worst times, and yeah, come on in, I'll fix your tacos. Yeah, come on in. Yeah, pour yourself some wine. You know, yeah, bring your friends. Okay, even though inside I was broiling, so angry that I was going against it. No. So you see, they get used to you being a yes person, and then it gets worse and worse and worse. Be a king and a queen. No, I'm sorry. I'm busy now. You must call first. You must always announce yourself so that I can decide whether it's a good time or not. Don't just come. That's rude. You're invading my privacy. That's what you tell them. I'll tell you what is moral. Standing up for what is right and standing up against what is wrong. It's said in the scriptures, the difference. We should know it. But that isn't what's regarded as wrong or immoral. It's going against the group. And the group changes. It's whatever that herd thinks at that moment. If you go against that, that's moral. That's being polite. He's a good guy. He's polite. Don't go with the herd. The superior man has always gone against the herd. And he had a big mountain to climb because of that. That was the canyon on the hero's path, is going against the herd, because they all hate you for it. They all call you bad, immoral, only because you go against them. If you go against the way of thinking in this moment, this current trend, oh, you apologize. You know, I see that in men. They're always apologizing. They're always sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said, what are you sorry for? Why are you apologizing? Well, because he got into trouble with his girlfriend for saying something. You know, women are liberals. Men can tend to be more conservative. And it's becoming a wider gulf between them. And women think a certain way. And if the man doesn't think that way, he's non-verbally punished or verbally punished. And so he's always sorry because he crossed the line. That's a beta male. Stop doing that. It's always been that way. Society glues together by trends of thought, mundanity, ways of seeing the world, ways of thinking and talking and dressing. And these trends change all through history. If you go along with it, you're seen as virtuous and moral, highly moral, whereas morals have nothing to do with it. It's simply a trend, a way of thinking. And if they thought that way 10 years ago and it brought no problem at all, that was mundanity. If a way of thinking brings problems today, oh, that's immorality, even though it was the same thing that was thought 10 years ago. It's a matter of what the bell-shaped curve is. That's human nature. Did you ever show up when you knew you weren't valued? Did you ever go into a group where you knew they didn't respect you? I did, thinking, maybe if I'm nice enough this time, they'll like me. You know, maybe I am a bad person. Maybe I should be really nice and just be agreeable and they'll be okay. And if not, I'll take a Dale Carnegie course and learn how to be more sociable. Maybe I should learn how to do it. No. You be yourself. And if they don't like you, to hell with them. The thing is, you'll never have 100% approval, ever. If you get 20%, it's a good thing. Because those are your real friends. Most people are just going to use you or not understand you. If you're great, you will not be understood. Because if you're great, you're not conforming to the herd. And they don't like that, as I just said. It's coming late. Dilatoriness. I hate waiting for people. They would come late and I wouldn't say anything. Well, that life is over. You see, if you've done work on the shadow, you recognize your shadow. Okay, you're mean at times, you're cruel at times, you're human. You're not nice at times. You know, you're human. And then you can integrate that, and then you don't take their guilty remarks trying to trigger things in you, bringing up the past, okay? You've integrated your mean nature and your good nature, and now you're just an integrated human being. That's what you want. And nothing they can say can manipulate you then, if you know who you are. The herd of narcissists want access to you. So you got to have boundaries. The world wants to move in on you. Evil wants to come in on you and take everything you have. The devil wants to steal and kill and take you over, control you. That's the way it is. A man without boundaries has had it. He's a good old boy, but they hate him for it. There's no respect. If you have high boundaries, you'll have utter respect, and that is the superior man. And by that I refer to women also. Especially women, you have to have boundaries, because they'll come in and take everything you have. They'll make you their slave, their sex slave too. You must have high boundaries, and that is a queen, and a man with high boundaries is a king. Oh, if you go against the herd, you're cold, you're heartless. Oh, he's mean. Yeah, that's what they'll call you. They're trying to get guilt. Guilt is what holds the human herd together. Guilt. Don't let it happen. Cold, heartless. Here, you love animals. You're loving to your family. You haven't done a thing. You have a big heart, but you have a heart for the things that they're trying to hurt. And they call you cold and heartless because, girl, you're going against them. That's the only reason. Guilt is society's favorite weapon. If they can make you feel guilty, they got you. Or if they can bring shame. Shame is the feeling of being cut off from the tribe, the wolf pack. Dogs have shame if they're cut off from the pack, and they start to starve. Is this not the basis of eating disorders? Cut off from the pack. Shame, guilt. You do anything to erase these feelings, and that is how they get you. There should be no guilt. There are no shoulds. There are only shall nots. You know what the rules of a good life are, but it has nothing to do with what they're saying. Guilt for going against the group. Don't let them manipulate you. They were always late, and I would tolerate it. Insults. They would insult me to, get me in the right position, what they wanted. And I took it, and the more I took it, the more they asked for, the more they manipulated me, the more they disrespected me. The more they disrespect you, the more they will use you as a tool. But if you say no and silence, you're the king. That's it. They have nothing to say then. I never wanted to do what they wanted to do. So I would explain myself. No, you don't have to explain. You just say no. Now that's a king. No. And it should be obvious why it's no. You just don't want to. And they want to argue with you. You shouldn't have to ever argue. You simply are not interested in doing what they want you to do. No. That's the most important word in the vocabulary. No. We've all known men who just said no, didn't explain himself, didn't apologize. And think back. Didn't you respect that person? Didn't you think, boy, he is a king. You just had a feeling of solidity, somebody who was solid and could be trusted, and you wanted to be like. And then you'd fall back into your own explanations. Don't explain yourself. They're a herd of bovine animals, lemmings falling off a cliff. You have true value if you don't go along with that. That's how the human herd hangs together in the acculturation process. It's a bell-shaped curve. Got a big ball in the middle. That's all of humanity. And on the side you have genius and saint. Just a little bit, a trickle. You want to be that. You just go against that bovine herd. It's not easy though, because it uses guilt and shame to keep you in line. But if you don't, you will be the most respected. You will be their leader. But it isn't easy. Can you pass the test? Look at the man who gets respect. He's a natural-born leader. You've known many. Did you ever think about him? What makes him a natural-born leader? Because he doesn't go along with you and the rest of them. Because he's different. That is why. He's not a yes man. He's not a fuddy-duddy. Elmer Fudd. Nobody likes Elmer Fudd. You can't be agreeable enough to get anything from them. I told you about Barbara Hutton. She was very insecure, a billionaireess. When she went to school, she would bring real diamonds and rubies and emeralds and give them out to the other kids. And they hated her for it. Never forget that example. Respect truly is built on boundaries. If somebody says, I'm sorry, I'm busy for 2 weeks, I'll give you a call after that. Or, I'm sorry, do not call me this early in the morning, I'm asleep. Do not call me at night, I go to bed early. Do not come over during lunchtime, we're busy. Always announce yourself, please. And when you come, don't bring your friends, the people I don't know. I don't want strangers in the house. Lay down one law after another. That's boundaries. And you will have utter respect. They will fear you good. If you do this, if you integrate your shadow, know who you are, know who God is, and the Holy Spirit within you, enemies will just fall away. They're afraid of anybody with boundaries, especially the narcissist, which most people are these days. They want access to you, to come in and get what you have. That's the devil in them. And if you say no, they're going to stay away. They're afraid of boundaries. It makes them mad, but they will stay away. They want the fuddy-duddy that they can have access to. Do that, and there's no need to defeat enemies. They'll fall away. Superior man goes against the grain. Of course there's going to be conflict, tremendous conflict. I'll never forget in the desert, I have MCS, multiple chemical sensitivities. I can't go to church or groups of any kind. I get sick. The chemicals, I've had chemical injury. And people don't understand chemical injury, so they just thought I was malingering. And they would come to my home unannounced and start to rag on me about, oh, you don't go to church, like they were closer to God because they went, even though I watched sermons all day long, that doesn't matter. I'm not a churchgoer, so I was less spiritual than them. I mean, I remember that. That's how people are. They will fight. There's conflict. If you're different in any way, if you have different boundaries, there's going to be conflict. That's the canyon on the hero's path. Can you overcome it? To go shooting right up into your destiny. Born clear, we maladapt to the system awaiting us. We have to overcome that and then catapult right up. But most people never do it, and they never question it, and they've never thought of calling other people a herd. They can't see a bell-shaped curve. They can't see the natural acculturation process. But you do. It is just a herd. They're adapting or maladapting to each other by losing their personality and their instincts. But you will be renowned, famous and rich for your true instincts, your true, unadulterated personality. Machiavelli said it. You can't be powerful and pleasing at the same time. Oh, pleasing. I want to be pleasing, so they'll like me. That is so weaselly. No, you want to be powerful. Shock them. Shock them out of their mundane, stupid thoughts. Like I say, all through history, herds have had different thoughts and trends. It's cyclical. It changes through time. Why would you want to adapt to any of it? My aunt used to say, "You're just different. I don't understand why you're so different. I think you want to be different." I'd say, "I don't understand what you're saying. I'm just myself." I said, to do what you're saying, I'd have to study them in order to be different from them. I don't have time for that. She just couldn't get it through her head. She went through the 30s, a whole different generation where it was ultra conformity. She did not understand me at all. And it was irritating, but I would kindly try to tell her, "I don't understand what you're saying. We aren't all the same. We're all different. We're created different by God." That was too unique for her to even think that way. Strange how things change. Once you overcome the herd, you cannot go back. You're now the individuated soul. You've integrated your shadow. You know your talents. You've worked out your talents. You've learned how to play the piano or sing. Maybe God gave you a marvelous singing voice. Now that you're not a weasel anymore, let it come out. Exhilarating. It just sounds because you're unobstructed. You see, now you can do this. And you can't go back to the old life, adapting to angry people because you're so different. Now you're going to be famous and renowned and rich. Don't ever bend before any man. Beckon before them. It's like saying, "I need you." No, you need nobody but God and the Holy Spirit in you. There are no intercessors. You don't need anybody between you and God. It's right immediate. You don't need man. You don't need the herd. You don't need the group. And never bend before any man. Never beg, bow, try to get their approval. That is being a weasel, not a superior man. How many times have you replaced what you wanted, your desires, in order to please them? And I'm including their men with women. The men want to please the woman. They want to keep her happy, most of them. And, they will give up what they want. It's happening. And even still, she won't respect him because there's this competition and women putting down men. It's wrong. You don't have to give up what you want for other people. Yes, life is a compromise. But no, I recommend what I have with my husband. We have 2 separate rooms, 2 separate offices. We both want solitude all day long. We protect each other's solitude. Me with God, him with God, the Holy Spirit. Nobody giving up anything. Yes, life is a compromise, but not the way it's been. You giving up your desires to be part of a herd or a group, or so people will like you, or you won't be alone. Don't worry about being alone. That is the highest state of man. I believe in solitude.